to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing a crock pot kit. I'll be doing 3 different proteins, a chicken, a pork, and a beef. The first one will be a Chipotle Ranch Chicken with rice, and I will be using from Gainey the Chipotle Ranch dressing. The tri-tip crock pot recipe that I'll be doing is tri-tip tacos, and I'm going to be using the Zinfandel garlic salsa. It's mild, but we also sell it in hot if you like that extra kick. And then the third will be the pulled pork BBQ Pork Sandwich, and we're using the Chipotle barbecue sauce for that. All 3 can be paired with any of these wines, our Chardonnay, our Merlot, or our Syrah. Just depends on what your preference is. The retail value of this package is $150, but you can get it for $115. I'm going to start with the beef tacos first. I went to the local grocer and I purchased a cooked tri-tip. However, you can use any beef that you want that's on sale, cooked, uncooked. It does not have to be expensive meat because we're going to cook it for 8 hours and it will become very tender. All you need to do is take your meat, put it into the crock pot, and then take our Zinfandel garlic salsa and pour it all over the meat. Literally, that is it. You're going to cover it and you're going to cook it on high for 8 hours, and then you'll see what it looks like when we're done. So 8 hours has passed and the meat is so nice and tender. All I'm doing now is with 2 forks, shredding it in that fabulous salsa. Next, I'm going to plate it up onto the taco shells. Oh, it smells so good. And like I said, it can be a tough piece of meat because look, it just falls apart. And it's shredded so simply just using 2 forks, 2 dinner forks. Next, we're going to put our toppings on. Now we're ready to put all the toppings. I have selected a nice variety. I have some diced fresh tomatoes. I have a mixture of cheddar and Colby cheese. I have some black olives. I diced up some green onions, and of course sour cream. Completely up to you how much or how little of each one you're gonna put on. I usually just like to generally add a lot of cheese. I'm a big cheese girl, so this is what I do. I'm not a huge olive fan, but it still gives a nice little kick, so I will add it, and look, I'm dropping them everywhere. And then the green onion is a lovely topper, and you have to have the dollop of sour cream that just won't stay on, but here we go. That's what happens when you're videoing. Anyway, here we are. Roll it up and enjoy. So I'm back to make the second crock pot recipe, and this is going to be the chicken Chipotle Ranch, which we're going to serve over rice. Now, it's up to you what kind of chicken you want to use. I have thighs here and breasts. I like to use a combination. The thighs give, they're more moist. I feel they give a little extra flavor. Of course, it's dark meat. Sometimes breasts can be a little dry, but I just like to do the combo of the 2. So I'm gonna put all of the chicken into the crock pot. Very, once again, one of the simplest things, and kids will love this. I'm going to be adding the Chipotle Ranch dressing. Just pour the entire thing right in there. And then to add to that, just get a can of green enchilada sauce. That's all you need. Pour that in. Okay. Give it a quick stir so you make sure it's all blended. That's all you have to do. Cover it, put it on high. I would say this time 6 hours, but I would check it if it needs longer, possibly 8. So the chicken only took 6 hours to cook. All I did was take 2 forks like I did with the tri-tip and shred it up. As you can see, here it is. What I'm gonna do now is I made just some plain white rice, just salted it. I'm gonna put that at the bottom of the bowl. Top it with this delicious chicken. I did cheat and taste it, and it is wonderful. And then just for a little color, some diced green onion. Also adds a little kick to it. If the kids don't want that, don't worry about it. Enjoy. So now on to the final crock pot recipe. It was a Chipotle barbecue pork sandwich. And I'll be using the Chipotle barbecue sauce that we sell at Gainey. Now I cheated a little bit. I did go to the local market and they already had pork, pulled pork, basically what you would use for carnitas, and it was already pre-cooked. So all I did was shred it up. I'm going to pour the barbecue sauce all over it. And obviously this will not take much time to cook because all you're gonna do is mix it and you just wanna heat it up. So possibly an hour on low, that's all you'll need. So you could start this at 4 o'clock and have dinner ready at 5. As soon as this heats up, we'll plate it up and you'll get to see the beautiful sandwiches. So the hour is up, it's nice and hot. I chose 2 different types of rolls. You know, a lot of times people like more a round one, other people like a hoagie. It's really up to your preference. You can use any kind of bread that you want. If you don't want to use bread, you could put it on top of noodles or anything else that you wish. But all I was planning on doing is putting this on the bread. Now, sometimes I like to take some of the bread out and I core it out so I can fit more meat. My husband's a real meat eater, and so he doesn't like bread as much, but you need the bread to hold the meat. So what I would do is just make a little valley, tear out the center of the bread so I could add more meat. I'm gonna top it off with some provolone cheese that I shredded up. If you wanted to, you could then stick this in the oven, put it on a pan and toast it, let it melt, or it'll melt on its own because of the heat of the meat. And there you have it. So remember, this is the Crock Pot Kit, which allows you to make the Chipotle Ranch Chicken with rice, the Salsa tri-tip tacos, and the BBQ Pork Sandwich. It also includes a bottle of Chardonnay, Merlot, and Syrah. It retails for $150 and you can get it for $115. Enjoy these quick and speedy dinners that are so easy and that all the family will enjoy.